Once upon a time there lived a curious young alien dragon named Zorb who loved to learn new things. Zorb had green scaly skin, big yellow eyes, and 2 antennae on his head that helped him sense new knowledge. He lived on the planet Nebulon 7, far across the galaxy from Earth. Every day Zorb would fly around Nebulon 7 visiting different schools and libraries to gain new knowledge. He learned about Nebulon history, math, science, music, and more. The more Zorb learned, the more questions he had. He wanted to learn everything there was to know in the whole galaxy. One day, as Zorb was leaving the great library of Nebulon City, he looked up and saw a twinkling light in the sky. "I wonder what that light is from," he said. "It must be a star. I want to learn more about the stars." So Zorb flew up into space, closer to the mysterious twinkling light. But as he got nearer, he realized it wasn't a star at all. It was a spaceship. And from the letters on the side, Zorb could tell it was from the planet Earth. "Wow, a spaceship from Earth," said Zorb. "I've always wanted to visit Earth and learn about the creatures and culture there." The little alien dragon waved eagerly at the spaceship, hoping to get their attention. Luckily, the astronauts inside did notice Zorb floating outside their ship. They let him come aboard and were delighted to meet an alien dragon who was curious about their planet. The astronauts told Zorb all about Earth and the many countries, cultures, languages, and creatures that inhabited it. They told him about the long history of humanity and all the knowledge contained in Earth's libraries. Zorb was fascinated. He asked tons of questions and learned so much from the friendly astronauts. After talking for hours, the astronauts had to continue their space voyage. But they invited Zorb to come visit Earth himself sometime so he could learn even more. Zorb was thrilled. He waved goodbye to his new friends and then flew back home to Nebulon 7, excited to tell everyone about his encounter. He knew he must visit Earth as soon as possible to see all the wonderful things for himself. When he got home, Zorb told his alien dragon parents all about his space adventure and his new knowledge of Earth. They thought it was wonderful he wanted to learn more, but were worried about him traveling all alone to a strange new planet. Zorb begged them to let him go. "Don't worry, I'll be very careful," he promised. "And think of all the new things I can learn." So Zorb's parents agreed to let him make the long space journey to visit Earth. They helped Zorb prepare by packing emergency supplies in his special asteroid-proof backpack. The day finally came for Zorb to blast off in his spaceship. His whole alien dragon town came out to wish him well on his quest for knowledge. "Bring back lots of new information for us to learn too," they told him as he waved goodbye and soared up into the stars. Zorb traveled for many days, watching the galaxies go by until finally the beautiful blue planet Earth came into view. "I'm here," he cried excitedly. He steered his ship down toward the surface. But in his eagerness, Zorb forgot to check where he was landing. He crashed right into a tall pine tree in a forest near a small town. Zorb squeezed out of his wedged spaceship and looked around. He had landed on the edge of a little town called Willowdale. There were quaint houses and shops along a brick road. In the distance, children were playing in a park. "Oh no, did anyone see me crash?" worried Zorb. He didn't want to scare anyone on this new planet. Sure enough, the children playing in the park had seen the spaceship fall from the sky. They rushed over to investigate the crater where it had crashed. When they peeked inside, they were amazed to see a real live alien dragon. The children gasped. "Are you from outer space?" asked a girl named Stacy. "Are you here to take over Earth?" asked her brother Jay. "Do you spit fire?" asked their friend Diego. "Please don't be frightened," said Zorb. "I come in peace. I'm just here to learn about your planet and make new friends." The children were no longer scared when they saw what a nice and friendly alien dragon he was. They introduced themselves, Stacy, Jay, and Diego, and offered to give him a tour of their town. Zorb was thrilled to meet the first Earthlings of his voyage. The kids invited Zorb back to their treehouse so he could tell them all about where he was from. Zorb showed them holograms of his home planet Nebulon 7 and his alien dragon family. He demonstrated his antennae and explained how they allowed him to absorb new knowledge. Then Zorb listened eagerly as the kids told him all about planet Earth. They brought out books, toys, photos, and maps to showcase different Earth cultures, history, and nature. Zorb was fascinated by everything and took careful notes in his astro journal. He was excited to finally be learning about Earth firsthand. The children were very curious about Zorb and asked him question after question about outer space. Jay wondered if Zorb could breathe fire. So Zorb took a deep breath and blew out a few small sparks to show them. Stacy asked if Zorb ever ate ice cream on his planet. "What's ice cream?" asked Zorb. The kids gasped, an alien that had never tried ice cream before. They knew they had to fix that immediately. The three children brought Zorb downtown to their favorite ice cream shop and bought him a huge banana split. Zorb loved the cold, sweet flavors. Ice cream was now his new favorite Earth food. The kids laughed as Zorb gobbled up the entire thing enthusiastically. Licking his lips with satisfaction, Zorb thanked his new friends for introducing him to such a delectable treat. He was learning new things about Earth every minute. After the tasty snack, the kids took Zorb to the Willowdale Library. There they checked out books about astronomy, animals, Earth history, art, and more to help Zorb gain all kinds of knowledge. On my planet we have something similar called unibooks that can teach you anything instantly just by touching them. But I love how Earth books have so many pages to turn and illustrations to look at, said Zorb. The librarian helped them find the perfect books and was very impressed by how interested in reading Zorb was for such a young dragon. By the end of the day, Zorb's arms were loaded down with a towering stack of books all about planet Earth. He cuddled up in the tree house with his new friends and read for hours, endlessly fascinated by everything he was learning. As it started to get dark, Zorb knew he should be getting home soon. But he was worried his spaceship was still broken from the crash landing. "Don't worry, Zorb, we can fix it for you," said Diego. The three children were good at building things from all their time playing in the treehouse. Working together, Stacy, Jay and Diego patched up Zorb's ship with spare parts from their garage. Zorb was amazed that such young kids could fix an advanced alien spacecraft. In return, Zorb taught the children cool zero-gravity tricks he could do with his telekinetic dragon powers. By the time the stars came out that night, Zorb's ship was ready to fly again. But now he was sad that it was time to say goodbye to his wonderful new friends. The kids were sad too. "Promise you'll come visit us on Earth again soon," said Stacy. "There's so much more we want to show you," added Jay. "We're going to miss you, Zorb," said Diego. Zorb promised he would come back to learn more about Earth as soon as he could. He thanked the children for their kindness and for teaching him so many fascinating things. With a heavy heart, Zorb then climbed aboard his spaceship. He ignited the engines and zoomed up into the starry sky as the kids waved goodbye far below. Zorb's quest for knowledge had taken him farther than ever before. And now the curious alien dragon couldn't wait for his next chance to visit the amazing planet Earth.